Mga atit mga kuya, welcome back to Kuya Puto's channel. Alam ko po, I mentioned in my previous videos na I'm not into politics. But I'm into money. Diba? And how it affects us, how it affects me, and how it affects Canadians because dito tayo nakatira. So yesterday po, February 1st, the U.S. implemented Donald Trump's 25% tariff. Ngayon, February 2nd, Canada retaliated. Yes, sumagot po si Canada. Sumagot po si Justin Trudeau. Yun ang pag-uusapan natin dito sa video na to and how this affects us as Canadians. Ayun guys, sumagot na si Canada. This is good news. Dahil hindi naman po pwede na si Canada umupo lang dyan tapos kunin lahat ng ibabato ni Donald Trump sa atin, di ba? So this is good news na nagsalita na po yung Prime Minister natin, si Justin Trudeau. I don't even know. Kala ko nag-resign na tong taong to eh. But apparently, he's still our Prime Minister. Anyways, sumagot na po siya. And this is what they came up with. This is the answer that Canada has, put together para labanan yung tariffs ni Donald Trump. Importante po to sa buhay namin dito sa Canada ngayon. Hindi lang mga Pinoy, but everybody. Dahil, alam nyo po, kalat na kalat, all over the news, all over social media, Buhay Canada channels, cost of living po dito ang mahal. Lahat po mahal. Yung buhay po, medyo humirap ng konti. And this 25% tariff that they implemented yesterday, lalo pong pahihirapin ang buhay namin dito. Lalo pong mamahal ang mga bagay-bagay. And you know what? I'm very curious to know. So pakinggan natin itong si Justin Trudeau and let's listen to what he has to say.
Today, the United States informed us they will be imposing 25% tariffs on Canadian exports to the United States and 10% on Canadian energy. A decision that, should they elect to proceed with, should take effect on Tuesday, February 4th. Tonight, first, I want to speak directly to Americans, our closest friends and neighbors. This is a choice that, yes, will harm Canadians, but beyond that, it will have real consequences for you, the American people. As I have consistently said, tariffs against Canada will put your jobs at risk, potentially shutting down American auto assembly plants and other manufacturing facilities. They will raise costs for you, including food at the grocery stores and gas at the pump. They will impede your access to an affordable supply of vital goods crucial for U.S. security, such as nickel, potash, uranium, steel, and aluminum. They will violate the free trade agreement that the President and I, along with our Mexican partner, negotiated and signed a few years ago. But it doesn't have to be this way.
So tama po yung sabi ni Justin Trudeau, our Prime Minister, na hindi lang po Canadians ang maapektuhan nito. Pati po yung mga American workers, mga American citizens, mga American residents, all of you guys, all of our brothers and sisters down south. This is not a one-way street because over the decades, the U.S.A. has always been our very biggest and our closest trading partner. We depend on many things back and forth with them, diba? There's a lot of resources and services that we provide to them and vice versa. And this 25% tariff, man, this is gonna put a wedge in between the two countries and it's gonna put a strain on our relationship that we've had for God knows how long, right? So sabi po niya, tama yung sabi niya. The automotive industry, which, the U.S.A. is huge on, that's gonna suffer. They might have closures. They might lose jobs. They are gonna lose jobs if this does not get fixed real quick. Food and gas, same as here in Canada. That's gonna affect them too. Dahil napakadami pong mga raw materials, services na nanggagaling dito, resources na nanggagaling dito that they need to operate. And you know what? It's not just them, it's us too. It's back and forth. And it's really unfortunate that this has to happen, but you know what? It's happening right now.
As President John F. Kennedy said many years ago, geography has made us neighbors, history has made us friends, economics has made us partners, and necessity has made us allies. That rang true for many decades prior to President Kennedy's time in office, and in the decades since. From the beaches of Normandy to the mountains of the Korean Peninsula, from the fields of Flanders to the streets of Kandahar, we have fought and died alongside you. During your darkest hours, during the Iranian hostage crisis, those 444 days we worked around the clock from our embassy to get your innocent compatriots home. During the summer of 2005, when Hurricane Katrina ravaged your great city of New Orleans, or mere weeks ago, when we sent water bombers to tackle the wildfires in California. During the day the world stood still, September 11th, 2001, when we provided refuge to stranded passengers and planes, we were always there, standing with you, grieving with you, the American people. Together, we've built the most successful economic, military, and security partnership the world has ever seen. A relationship that has been the envy of the world. Yes, we've had our differences in the past, but we've always found a way to get past them. As I've said before, if President Trump wants to usher in a new golden age for the United States, the better path is to partner with Canada, not to punish us.
So, si Justin po, JT, I call him JT, he gave a little speech about the history of Canada and the United States and how lagi po silang tulong-tulong, lagi po silang magkasama, lagi po silang, you got my back, I got your back, and how, how that's been the relationship like for God knows how many years, okay? Over a century, maybe, I don't know, but it's been going on like that for many, many years. The relationship has always been good and, one country always supported the other. But nagkakaganito ngayon. See guys, ganito kasi yan. Si Donald Trump, okay, he's a billionaire business tycoon. All right, so he's not new to negotiations. He's not new to dealing with people. He's not new, to dealing with people of authority, right? Because kaya nga siya yumaman in the world of business because that's what he's good at. And now, he's not in charge of his own business anymore. He's in charge of something bigger, which is the United States of America. So see, Donald Trump, he's implementing the same principles that he used to become successful in the business world while he's president right now. And unfortunately, parang tandaan nyo, nasa eskwelahan tayo. There's always that one bully, that, is strong and, he pushes everybody around because he can. And there's always that weak person that, gets picked on all the time, right? In my opinion, unfortunately, I think Donald Trump has always thought that our leader, JT, is weak. That's why ngayon, kung ano-ano tinatapo niya sa Canada because he probably does not believe that JT has got the strength, the smarts, and I'm sorry, or even the balls to answer him back. But thank God, he's doing something about it. So hopefully this works out. But let's continue listening to JT.
Tonight, I am announcing Canada will be responding to the U.S. trade action with 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods. This will include immediate tariffs on $30 billion worth of goods as of Tuesday, followed by further tariffs on $125 billion worth of American products in 21 days' time to allow Canadian companies and supply chains to seek to find alternatives.
Ayun ang answer ni JT. United States hits us with 25%. Canada hits them back with 25% starting this Tuesday. And that's 25% on $155 billion worth of goods. Services, meron pa yan. So, man, this is some scary times. Isipin nyo guys, napakataas na nga po ng cost of living ngayon. Napakataas na nga po ng presyo ng lahat. Food, gas, everything. And this is not going to make things any better. If anything, This is gonna open up a door para po mas lalo tumaas lahat ng minention ko sa inyo. So, man, I hope this, whatever this is, trade war you want to call it, this needs a better solution than, two countries, going back and forth having, conflict. And at the end of the day, you know who suffers? It's people like you and me, the consumers, the normal people, the normal everyday working people. And man, I really hope there's a better solution, and I really do hope that they find something that's a little bit more reasonable. But anyways, let's continue to listen to JT, see what else he has to say.
Like the American tariffs, our response will also be far-reaching and include everyday items such as American beer, wine, and bourbon, fruits and fruit juices, including orange juice, along with vegetables, perfume, clothing, and shoes. It'll include major consumer products like household appliances, furniture, and sports equipment, and materials like lumber and plastics, along with much, much more. And as part of our response, we are considering, with the provinces and territories, several non-tariff measures, including some relating to critical minerals, energy, procurement, and other partnerships.
So guys, narinig niyo yung sabi ni JT, right? So, food, clothing, appliances, wine, beer, orange juice. Basically, this is what it is, right? Yung sinasabi niya, sa bahay ninyo, sa tirahan ninyo, wherever you live, look around your house. Look at yourself in front of the mirror. If there's anything that you have, that you wear, that you eat, that you use, that is from the United States of America, it's gonna be more expensive. Dahil, Canada plans to retaliate with this 25% tariff this Tuesday coming up. Perfect example, sabi po niya, is orange juice. Diba? Right now, if I go to the grocery store, yung orange juice po, I think it's like $7 for a jug. And a lot of our orange juice comes from Florida oranges, right? So expect that to go up in price. Yes, it's 25% tariff doon sa mga manufacturers, right? But then once it hits the consumer level, it's usually more. Okay? Dahil mayroong mga middleman yan. May mga expense yan. May mga overhead yan. So expect the prices of American goods that we subscribe to, that we love, to go up. That sucks. That really sucks.
With all that said, I also want to speak directly to Canadians in this moment. There are many ways for you to do your part. It might mean checking the labels at the supermarket and picking Canadian-made products. It might mean opting for Canadian rye over Kentucky bourbon, or foregoing Florida orange juice altogether. It might mean changing your summer vacation plans to stay here in Canada and explore the many national and provincial parks, historical sites, and tourist destinations our great country has to offer.
So he's suggesting, for the next little while, hanggang ganito yung estado ng relationship ng Canada and the U.S. when it comes to tariffs, as Canadians, we should consider supporting Canadians. So, yung mga binibili po natin, support local products, support local services. So, if you're gonna buy food, buy Canadian grown. If you're gonna go on vacation, maybe rethink your vacation to the US and instead spend your money dito sa Canada. This sucks because I know we are addicted to American goods. Just look around you, sa bahay ninyo. I'm pretty sure you can find so many things that is from the United States of America. And this is terrible, not just for us Canadians, but for them too. Because remember, whatever happens to us will happen to them also. Because, 25% to us, 25% to them. It's the same thing. We're codependent. Canada and US are codependent, and they've always been codependent, and they've always been supporting each other for God knows how many years, like forever. Okay? And my only hope is this year, 2025, when the Canadian election is over, that somebody new takes over. can renegotiate terms with Donald Trump so that way we can be reasonable. We can go back to how it was and improve things much better, for both countries. Because at the end of the day, guys, sino ba maapektuhan nito? The common working person like you and I. Okay? The consumers like you and I. So, yeah, for our sake, sana po matapos to. Sana po they come up with something better. But in the meantime, let's be smart about our money. Like I said, Kuya Puto, don't like politics, but I like money. And I'm very interested in how it affects you and me. So, sana naman po, meron kayong natutunan kahit konti dito sa short video clip na to. And if you have not subscribed, subscribe naman po kayo so we can grow this channel as big as we can. This is Kuya Puto wishing you good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you is in the world. Stay hungry, stay humble, keep your hustle strong. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.